What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Getting the week off to a good start. All that good stuff. I've been hitting some local retailers today. I've been shooting some videos, doing some RA, finding a few products here and there. I will say, if you are what up, Ricky? If you are looking for somewhere to find items right now, a lot of like the local discount outlets and that type of stuff have a ton of back to school type products. I was going out today. I was cleaning up on some retail arbitrage stuff, doing like some beauty, some backpacks, school supplies, all that kind of stuff. A lot of that is profitable right now. So if you're looking for a nice starting point, go hit that up. I hit a couple stores today. Found a good amount of stuff. I made it into a nice little vlog, that type of stuff. I'll get that tossed up for you guys. So you can kind of see what to look for there. So sweet. As you guys are trickling in, let me know what questions you guys have as far as scaling Amazon, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, hang out here for 30, 45 minutes or so, and should be a good time. So yeah, what's up, Mike? What's up, Travis? How's it going, guys? Yeah, Mike Ross, Burlington Marshall's littered with backpack. Yeah, exactly. Check for discounted gift cards too. Yep, absolutely. Hit up all those online retailers that you can hit as well. Yeah. Glad you're hitting that. A lot of them are going to be like Nike, Adidas. If you're brand new, the backpacks might be tough, but I was finding we found some good Puma and Reebok too, though. Unfortunately, that brand does matter with backpacks. Back to school stuff, you can find a lot more like school supplies and that type of stuff that anyone can sell. What to start with Adidas and Nike Gated? Yeah, anything else, man? Yeah. There's tons of profitable brands, especially recently. All the sourcing videos I've been doing recently, I have not looked at those brands, just in case you are on the newer side. So if you look at any of the more recent sourcing videos, I don't look at either of those. So yeah, just look through. Yeah, Hurley backpacks. That's a good one too. That's a good looking out there. Yeah. So if you're trying to find a starting point, then go to any of my recent YouTube videos, just like diving into product sourcing, that type of stuff, and you'll see the types of items that I am finding these days, right? That aren't those gated brands that no one can sell. You got suspended before you even sold. Interesting. There should be a reason, Lucky. They'll in the email, I bet they linked your seller account to a different seller account. So like see if like a relative has one maybe, or if maybe like the past owner of your house had one or something like that, if that's relevant for your situation. But they wouldn't just not tell you what's going on. It could be section 3. Search your email for a couple of those things. Bought a psychology textbook at Goodwill for $1, sells on Amazon for $133. That's what's up, Robert. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Those are the best finds. Those get the dopamine receptors firing away there. That's a you sleep good that night. You can't beat what is it? 10,000 something ROI, 100. I don't know, whatever the math is on that. Great find. Sweet. Roughly what percentage of OA products come from your VAs? Probably 95%. The vast majority comes from virtual assistants and stuff. 10,000. Yeah. However that math works out, Robert, something like that. But yeah, the vast majority of my leads are found by my team. But that's all just, train your team to find stuff the same way you like to do it, right? Show them your favorite sourcing method, show them your favorite website. Here's exactly how I do it. And then you get to go figure something new out. So I'll pop in every now and then and source sites that our team isn't used to sourcing, and I'll try to figure it out and show them how to do it. It was section 3. Yeah, shoot me a Discord message. I can help you out on that. There's also you look up Fields of Profit section 3 on YouTube. I interviewed one of my friends who got a section 3 and broke down how he got through his section 3. Those are random. You didn't do anything wrong. Amazon's just making sure your account is legit. Where'd you find your VAs? Yeah, I hired them all through onlinejobs.ph. You can look at like Upwork or any of those as well. What do you do with returned clothing? Just sell it on eBay or something if it's like beat up. So rough math, about 50% of my returns go right back in inventory at Amazon. They just sell it again, right? Of the half that doesn't, about 40% gets sent back to us and it's fine. Like they click the wrong button at the warehouse, or just they're just hitting the same button all day. And we send that back in. Another like 20% we can usually clean up and send it back in. Then the rest gets sold on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, wherever you want to sell that type of stuff. One interesting thing The reason why I like shoes a little bit more than like clothes in terms of like high return products is because a lot of people they will rip the tag off a shirt when they try it on, and then you can never sell that again. But if they like try on the shoes for an hour, you can wipe the dirt off the bottom and sell it again. What up, Jimmy? SellerAmp and Boxem can make you a millionaire. That's probably facts. Said you love Boxem. Absolutely. Me too. How's life going, Jimmy? Cool. You had Adidas liquidation in your house, got lots of stuff at a great price. Yeah. So just keep your eyes peeled. I would assume those will open back up at some point. They've been like turning them on and off all year basically. It's been a bit, but yeah, just keep your eyes peeled on that type of stuff. We'll be talking about it in the community if it just on like live streams and discords, that type of stuff. If it does come back, that would be nice. What's up, Luther? How's the wholesale challenge helped your wholesale business? Yeah, Luther. So yeah, I think Corey, my friend Corey, is hosting a live wholesale training, and I believe today is the last day you can hop in. It's the whole next week, basically. Like every night, you guys, he hops on and just like dives super deep into something wholesale related. And yeah, it's a great time. I learned how to like find new suppliers, like how to source through some stuff, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, if you wanted to check that out, Luther, I just dropped the link you can go through to check that out. Life's chilling in Oregon River. That's what's up, man. Yeah, that's a vibe. Oh, we getting boring? Yeah. Whatever. I mean, you earned the cash flow, right? So yeah, do something fun with it. Private label is probably a good move. Currently selling Amazon South Africa. Still be new. Yeah, you'll want to use SellerAmp and keep it a source if you're selling like the US market. Those tools also both work in most Amazon marketplaces, not all of them, but a good amount of them. No, you don't need that software, Stank. Nice username. But no, you don't need that. It's like for private label. For arbitrage, you just need SellerAmp and Keepa. The branch check map on the weekends. You've been in the lab, huh? Depends on the brand. If the brand knows how to use Keepa, then they will. It doesn't matter if they check it on Monday because they'll check and saw that you broke it all weekend. That is funny though. Where are we getting the SellerAmp shirts from? We need to set up a better way to get you guys some SellerAmp drip for sure. We kept trying to list them on Amazon for you guys, but then classic Amazon, they kept taking down our listing because they said we didn't own our own trademark or something. So we'll figure out a way to get you guys some SellerAmp merch if you need it. Got declined for approval. Getting the second one. Yeah, that's normal. Just keep applying on that. As long if you had an open application, you can keep applying. Otherwise, it might be hard gated. But yeah, if you opened an application a month or two ago when it was open, you're good to go. Best presets using Keepa Product Finder. Yeah, Mo. You can look at stuff like where there's no sellers, but you can like punch in some like review count and that type of stuff so that it does sell. There's like items that or we're out of stock, and maybe they're on like a variation listing. There's a lot you can do with that. There's a ton of KPF templates and that type of stuff in the roadmap if you're in there, Mo. There's like plug and play templates and some videos, that type of stuff that go into our favorite ways to use it. How do you win the buy box without reducing price as a new seller? Yeah, good question. So typically to win buy box as a brand new seller, you're going to want to make a couple FBA sales or make sure your FBM shipping templates are like really dialed in. So you got like 0 day handling on. You got the shipping down as low as you can in terms of like how many days to get to certain states. And then once you start making a few sales on Amazon, you'll get buy box eligible on a lot of things. But typically, depending on your account, Amazon will want you to sell like a few things, make it go well, all that type of stuff, before you can really start getting a lot of buy box. If you're running into that, then selling a buy box suppressed listing. That's like the nice hack for it. So if you look at the listing, there's no add to cart button. Then everybody's on a level playing field. Price per pound to put in SellerAmp settings. All right, that's a little too much there, my friend. Price to put per pound in the SellerAmp settings for inbound shipping. Yeah, Robert, about 60 cents a pound. 60 cents a pound. You probably get closer to like 45, 50 cents a pound if you do a lot of like 50-pound boxes. So you're doing probably like vitamins and groceries and that type of stuff. And then if you are doing shoes or like anything where the weight per like, square foot or whatever, or cubic foot, whatever you want to call it, is lower, it's probably closer to like 80 to 90 cents a pound on average. If you want to, that's why I like 60 cents, somewhere in the middle. Um, yeah, Ricky, you can shoot me a message there. Sweet. Yeah, let me know if you guys are seeing the same shipping rates, stuff like that on there. I'm curious, always curious about that. Should be something like that. I've noticed on a lot of like the shipments I've been making, for like boxing videos and that type of stuff, the per pound rate seems to be going down slightly, how versus how it used to be, but it's definitely higher than a year ago. What do you have a feel stores know about Amazon sellers keep double tagging their own? Yeah, I mean, maybe like a local mom and pop might be doing that, but like all the traditional like discount retailers, they're in the business of moving inventory fast, right? They typically don't really care who it goes to. So especially like local TJ Maxx, that type of stuff, they don't really care. They're just gonna sell it. We all know how selling on Amazon is a business of its own, right? So for them to also sell that stuff on Amazon, it's like a whole new division, whole new team. They got to start dealing with Amazon's rules, and a lot of times it's just easier for them to not mess with it. It's possible to go from 1,800 in sales last month to 3,500 to 4K this month. Yeah, definitely, Mike. Especially I've been seeing you've been interacting on like Twitter and that type of stuff. You've been on the streams a lot. Like, yeah, you're taking this stuff seriously, man. To be honest, like, with your energy, that type of stuff, I would expect at least 3,500 or 4K out of you next month. Just like based on how I've seen people grow, that kind of actually get involved in that type of stuff. Obviously, it's up to how hard you're able to work at it, but mostly distributors don't provide brand authorizations. Yeah, you can just use the invoices as far as like ungating goes. And then when you're buying from suppliers, just make sure that they are real, right? So especially for like proving, authenticity on the supply chain and stuff, just make sure that they're showing up on like check the Dun and Bradstreet database, check Better Business Bureau, Google the address of the wholesaler and make sure it's like a real warehouse and they've got branding outside. It's not just like somebody's house or something like that, right? Like, yeah, just do your due diligence to make sure that distributor is actually real, and it'll work for documentation. Love the content. Thanks to some random dude it referred to on Reddit. Interesting. Yeah. What who's shouting me out on Reddit? That's funny. Is it smart to jump on an item that has only one other seller in the FBM? Just make sure that seller doesn't sell like it's not the brand owner or something like that, obviously. And then make sure that seller isn't the only seller for like the last year or whatever, right? Plug that brand into Seller Journal Greenlight, which is like a free way to check and see if it's maybe potentially an IP brand. And yeah, you can roll from there. But usually if it's like a suppressed listing, like something you shouldn't sell, and it's usually one FBA seller is what you'll typically see. How do you send all your stuff to one local Amazon warehouse? So Amazon decides which warehouses your shipments go to. So if you want to minimize the amount of warehouses it goes to, then use the inventory placement on the back end of Seller Central, which is like you do pay a per unit fee for that. But if you are shipping sort of smaller shipments, it does tend to be cheaper to do it that way. It tends to be, at least for what we've tested, it seems to be a little bit cheaper to do optimized shipments where you have more split shipments if you have a good amount of stuff going in. So like a couple hundred units. And yeah, as you're creating those shipments, create that through Boxem, and it'll make it pretty simple to figure out which boxes to put where and all that kind of stuff. You can buy your labels through it, create the shipment, all that good stuff. What's the most you think you can scale starting out FBM retail arbitrage? I've seen people run it up doing that, man, especially this time of year. Like back to school and right before Christmas time is kind of the peak for FBM sellers. So right now is one of the best times of the year to be an FBM seller. I've seen people, start and immediately do $10,000-$20,000 months during back to school time. Um, yeah, Brad, if you can hit support@boxem.com on that, it can help you out on that. Um, Supposed to have fixed all that on Friday, but if anything slipped through, we can take a look and definitely fix that for you. If you're trying to get a shipment out like in a hurry, you can throw that in there. Obviously, long term, we'll have that fixed. What do you do with a listing where the price tank and offer count shut up? Yeah, good question. So that's gonna happen, especially when you're a new seller. Like you're just not really sure how to buy items that'll stay profitable and all that stuff, right? So on those, just ask like the simple question you say ask yourself is like, is there a legit reason why the price will go back up on this item? So maybe it's a backpack and we're about to go into back to school, right? That's a great reason why the price is about to go up. Maybe it's a pair of summer slides and it's October. It's about to get colder and colder. There's probably no good reason why the price would go up soon, right? Or you bought it on a good, awesome sale. There was maybe a couple other people on that listing that did the same thing. They got the same sale plus the coupon, but you look back at the source and the price is way higher now, right? So the only way that people can charge the price that it's at right now is if they got that same deal as you. Those would be good reasons why you could kind of hold out and hold out on that product. Just don't pray that the price will go up. Basically, make sure there's a good reason. Best way of getting ungated on new accounts. It doesn't new account, old account. It's all the same. You can look at like Fields of Profit ungating. There's also if you're on the YouTube stream, you can check out below. There's a list of a bunch of auto ungated ASINs you can try out and all that kind of stuff. Just join the roadmap. Awesome, Ramy. Excited to. We got a Miles is running the weekly Sunday call tonight. I think in 45 minutes or something like that. Maybe right now. So hop in the Discord and go to that call if you just hopped in. You'll love that. Sweet. Oh, it's getting loud outside. Some kind of a storm raging. So if you guys lose me, you know why. Getting washed away out here. Best one-time jackpot purchase you've done for a visit doing OA. Ooh, interesting. I still sell the item. So I can't tell you exactly what the item was, but when I found it, there was a really good sale going on an item and we spent like 40-50K in one day on it. And then we still restock it every now and then now. But yeah, once you find that first item that you can go like absurdly, insanely deep on, they're not really canceling your orders, that type of stuff. That's where you realize like, oh, okay, I see like, and that can take a month or two for things to click and you find that awesome item you can go nice and deep on, stock up a lot. I'm going to start Amazon FBA soon, 17, done a lot of research. Got a couple $100 stream. To be honest, I would hit like yard sales, thrift stores, all that type of stuff, and try to find used books, VCR players, old collectible toys, that type of stuff. That's how I built up my capital starting out. And yeah, I took that and turned it into enough money to like, actually start a legit Amazon business out of it. To be honest, like I wouldn't do arbitrage if you only have, $300 or $400 like you were talking about there. It's looking really nasty out there. I got to do a quick Google to make sure I'm not about to get hit by a by a tornado or something here. See if I gotta take the stream to the basement tonight or something. Give a sheet that shows things don't need to be ungated. Yeah, Rick, look up Fields of Profit auto ungating on YouTube. There's a video where I sourced a bunch of brands that should be auto ungated for most accounts, and then there's also a spreadsheet of 1,800 ASINs that you can test out and see which brands you can get auto ungated in. Sweet. One of the best RA finds you found is declassified. Oh yeah. I mean, probably stuff like a lot of the classic bolo type. So like pools, we had some fun with. I never went too crazy on chlorine. I was a little afraid of selling chlorine back then. No one got in trouble, so maybe should have just went for it. The Stanley Cups, all that type of stuff. Every now and then you'll get a product that comes around where like the whole community can jump in and make money on it, basically. How do you track your FBA products to get lost in Amazon's warehouse? Yeah. So on Boxem on the shipments tab, if you go to like closed, it shows me all of the shipments and like a percentage of how many total units that I received. And then any of the ones that are less than 100, I'll go in and submit invoicing on Seller Central for those basically. So yeah, I'll just filter that list on Boxem and check for stuff where I got to go in and submit the invoices and stuff. Yeah. Would you recommend selling auto ungated brands first as a new seller, or going ahead and getting ungated in the big brands? Yeah, good question. So like the auto ungated brands, they'll get you cash going right away, obviously, right? So you might as well, uh, yeah, you might as well dive in and make some money on that, right? But you also want to get some ungates rolling on the really profitable ones that you can see. Yeah, it should be okay on that, Brad. I thought we had fixed that. We'll make sure that's fixed as soon as possible. That's an easy one. Another thing is you can make your label size bigger. That should help as well. Yeah, which speaker would you use now? Yeah, I use like the I use Equalizer on a lot of stuff and Profit Booster. I wouldn't use any of the sales boosting ones, and make sure if you use any of the rules based ones that you just fix the rules a little bit. I've got like YouTube videos and stuff that break down kind of how I would set up be cool. But yeah, so for any of you guys who don't have a repricer yet, it's a good idea if you're in like you made your first couple sales, you got some items, you're like constantly watching the prices and stuff. It saves you a lot of time. Can you FBM vitamins in a poly bag? Yeah, just make sure like throw them at the ground a couple times or something like that, and make sure they don't get too damaged or the bottle breaks open or something like that. If you're nervous about it, like we had a vitamin product that was like a bigger bottle that was pretty sturdy that we just did like craft paper. I just like put craft paper in the poly bag and mailed that. Hit 70K last month, over 40K this month at 14% margin, finding rhythm and loving it. That's what's up, Tony. Good stuff, man. How long ago did you start? I don't know if I've seen your name on the streams before, so it's good to see you, man. Let me know if I've been lacking. You've been hanging out on a bunch of streams, but that's awesome. Can you use USPS boxes to ship items to Amazon? Not the ones that you get for free. You like legally you're supposed to buy the shipping just because you get those boxes for free. You can reuse reuse any of the good boxes you got, I would say. Like when you buy inventory. For bottles, polybag with bubble wrap would be enough. Yeah, probably. Yeah, just give it the old drop it from 6 feet a couple times, make sure it works. Yeah, you'll be good to go. Got to rewatch. See you come out to ASD. Yeah. Are you rolling out to ASD, Nate? That's awesome. I have heard it. It's very hot. It's like it was 7. What was it today? So yeah, it was 75 today at home. So like might be a little bit hotter down in Vegas for ASD. But if any of you guys are going to ASD or you haven't made plans to yet, it's a really good idea if you want to get in on the wholesale trade show and that type of stuff. We'll be doing a Monday night event, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. We're doing an event at ASD. It's free, so just come through. There'll be like a little bit of like panel. I think Corey's going to share some game on like what to do at the trade show itself, and then there'll be free drinks and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, come find me at ASD if you if you need the hookup on that. We'll also toss out a link when we get closer to time. What's up, Marco? You know your shit, yeah. I been in the game for a while, man. It's just consistent daily effort. It's nothing it's not rocket science. Just takes time. Do you need a UPC barcode for each of your items? So you'll just be selling stuff that already sells, so you don't need to worry about that. The listing will already exist on Amazon for everything that you sell. Why is it so hard to find good ROI products that sell? I mean, that's step one, right? So if you're asking that, I'm going to assume you have not done, 10, 20 hours of product research, learning the ropes, placing 5-unit test orders, 10-unit test orders, that type of stuff. Look at like the Rakuten hot deals, look at Sales Gazer, look at your email every morning so you know which sales are going on, and then just start looking at people who sell those products. That'll teach you a lot. Yeah, Rami, if you apply and it lets you submit documents and stuff, then you're good. Where's ASD? Yeah, Tammy. So it's a trade show in Vegas. So it's 2 weeks from now, something like that. Yeah, 2 weeks from now. It's a trade show in Vegas. There's like a few hundred like wholesalers and stuff, and so it's a good opportunity to like come through and talk to wholesale suppliers. People you can buy products in bulk from, that type of stuff. And there's a lot of Amazon sellers there too, so it'll be a good time. I'll be there. Last year I was there, saw pretty much all the other faces you see on like Amazon social media and that type of stuff. So yeah, lots good time to go get some networking connections and talk to other like real Amazon sellers, that type of stuff. Count does not. It probably just means they're not accepting applications for that con. Do you need to buy poly bags that have choking hazard with do not separate stickers? Yeah, that helps. You have to have the choking hazard thing. The do not separate stickers is good to do as well. I typically do those on like boxes and stuff when I'm worried that they're gonna like open it up. When it's like obviously a multi-pack, I don't usually worry about it. Do you save the streams in order to rewatch later? Yeah. So I'm streaming on YouTube as well. It'll stay up on YouTube. Is it possible to create a listing for a product that's being sold? Products different count on what's being sold on Amazon. Yeah, you can try to create a listing. It's tough if you don't own the brand registry to create listings. You can try. You can also see if that product does exist. So check and see, like you're saying, like you want a different count. So like check that listing. If that listing used to exist, it'll show up on the variation wizard. You can also search for that product in like Keepa. Like actually on the actual Keepa website, and it'll show up even if there's no sellers. It's hard to find products on Amazon that are currently out of stock because they don't show them on the like buying search end. So you got to use like a SellerAmp or a Keepa or something to see those listings. Let's see, you can use the Amazon box to ship to FBA. Yeah, you can use anything you want. Oh, Tony, you've been popping in weekly. My bad, man. There's a new profile pic or something. Maybe I just didn't recognize the picture. Been doing OA for 2 years now. That's awesome. Yeah. So 2 years in, you're doing like 70K months, and yeah, that's great. Good work, man. Is getting dangerous goods approval a moonshot? So no. You just have to like get on the wait list on Seller Central, and then it helps you get up the wait list if you FBM some dangerous goods. So just sell those perfume or whatever it is. Make sure you follow the rules and you use like UPS ground shipping. Probably what I want you to do. And then yeah, it'll bump you up the wait list a little bit. Sweet. Yeah, probably run for another minute or two here, and then we'll wrap up because it does look like I'm I'm about to get blown away or something outside. Pretty wild storm going on. Yeah, and if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I was talking about hitting up your local like discount retailers and that type of stuff. I went out to Ross and TJ Maxx, found a good amount of like back to school type inventory. So if you're a true beginner and you just need to like where do I start? What do I do? I'm willing to do a little bit of work for it. Go hit your local retail store like right now, like Ross, Marshalls, anything that's discounted. And big gem for you guys at the end of the live stream. Walmart every year this time of year, they're figuring out which toys they're going to have in stock during December. And so they clearance out like the toys that they're not expecting to do very well this year. So right now at pretty much every Walmart, there's a ton of discounted toys in the clearance section. So go hit that up if you need a place to start. Also, I'm wrapping up the stream on YouTube and stuff anyway, but Instagram, my phone's at 1%, so I'm I'm gonna have to end the stream on Instagram here. You can pop over to YouTube if you want to see the very end. Thanks for the daily streams. I got you. I'm not quite at daily, but I'm like 4 or 5 times a week, something like that. Make sure I can hop on here and chat with you guys. How'd you recommend you get ungated in banana boat? Target probably. Any retailer that sells banana boats is good to go. Yeah, don't overthink like what retailer and that type of stuff. As long as they put your invoice on it, or your address on it, you'll be all set there. Difference between SellerAmp and yeah, so that other tool is for wholesale, and it does very little that Keepa Product Finder doesn't do. So yeah, you'll just want Keepa and SellerAmp for arbitrage and stuff. I don't really see the need for that other tool, Tammy, like in general. But if you like it, it helps you make money, then go for it. I'm not in Miami right now, Tammy. I'm up in Wisconsin for now. Yeah, hence the getting blown away or whatever is going on outside right now. Or you can find info on how to file a safety claim. Yeah, Carmen. So you'll just do it through Seller Central, basically. And yeah, you'll take a picture of the item you got sent back, with like the packaging, that type of stuff, so you can show that it actually came from that order, and then you'll just submit that to Amazon. I haven't done too many of those myself. Generally, philosophy is just to don't I'm not typically gonna spend an hour trying to get $20 back when you can work for an hour and source $300 worth of profit. Obviously, if you took a expensive L on that, then yeah, you gotta do what you can do on that. We recommend getting an LLC when starting. If you have personal assets that you need to protect, then yes. I did not have one. Talk to a CPA on that type of stuff. I am just a guy on the internet, so please don't don't lose the house over some YouTube videos, right? Obviously, I've never seen anything like that happen, but I would hate for it to be you. So, I would if I were starting all over again personally. How do you find a good prep center? I mean, just like start, contacting. Just Google like prep center Oregon, prep center New Hampshire, just prep center sales tax free states, right? Check it out. Start emailing people. If you are in the roadmap, Edward, we have a couple prep centers with discounts worked out already ahead of time. You can just go through the prep center discounts channel. Check that out. Can you ship products direct from China to the Amazon warehouse? I think so. I've never done that because I don't do private label. But it would have to be done very specifically. Not that your supplier wouldn't do that. But yeah, that's not super in my area of expertise in terms of shipping products from China, that type of stuff. I've always just sold name brand stuff that people are already buying. Sweet. Probably just gonna go ahead and wrap up here for the night. Make sure if you guys if you want to save a bunch of time with FBA shipments, track your numbers, all that good stuff. Make sure you have already activated a box them free trial. It's on launch week discount, that type of stuff. Right now, I'll probably be raising the price here before too long. Once that launch the launch discount goes away, so you can lock in that pricing. Check out the free trial and stuff there. Saves me a bunch of time. I've been using like 2D barcodes to get faster check-in times, make some faster sales and stuff too. So yeah, you guys can check that out. There's also like free guides for anything you guys are asking questions about down below as well. But yeah, really appreciate you